Hello and welcome to Excel Essentials. In this session, we'll be covering the replace formula. The replace formula can be used to replace parts of a text string in a cell. And you can do this based on the number of characters you want to replace and what you want to replace it with. So if we have a little bit of a look at the syntax, we can see that there are 4 values which you need to enter: the old text, the starting number, the number of characters, and new text. Now, if we take a look at this systematically, now let's start with the old text parameter. Now, this is the text that you select where you want to replace some of the characters. Start num is the position of the character in the old text that we select, that we want to end up replacing with something different. Now, numchars is short for number of characters, and here you'll specify the number of characters in the old text that you wish to replace. And then you've got new text, which is the text that will replace the characters in the old text. So let's say we have some product codes, and these product codes are incorrect and they should either begin with something else or something needs to change, for example. So let's go with the preface that it's actually meant to be AB, then a colon, rather than A1, A2, A3, and so on. We can use the replace formula to put this into practice. So we can do equals replace, and we're going to select our old text, which is the one in the cell, so A1 colon AC123. Then we're going to do a comma, and for the starting number, we're going to look at position 1, which is the first A. And then we want to replace the first 2 characters. So we're going to put 2. So we're going to replace that A1 with something else. And then we're going to do a comma, and we're going to put our new text. So let's say, for example, we want to replace it with, say, AB. We can put that in and close that and hit enter. And as you see, it's replaced all of the A and numbers with B in its position. Now, if we were to go and say change the starting position to, say, 2, we can see it now looks a little bit different. So each of the characters in your cell, where you've got string, where you've got text, each of these are assigned a position value. So if we have a look at this, I'm going to break out this cell, A1, AC123. I'm going to break it out into something that we can actually see. So you put an A, you put the 1, then you put a colon, and then you put a space, then you put an A, then a C, then a 1, a 2, and a 3. Now, as you see, that's basically broken down that cell, to which there are 9 positions. So when we put in position 1, I'm just going to put position. When we say 1 is the starting number, that's position 1. Now, if I scroll this across and select series, so we can see all the different positions. So you've got A1 colon space AC123. So let's say we've accidentally made a mistake and it's actually these are meant to be AB and then their number. We're looking for this AB which we wish to replace. We would put position 5 instead of position 2. And as you can see, it's now updated and reflected that. Now you can change how many characters it is you wish to replace. You can choose what you want to replace it with. We could even simplify it in this scenario, for example, where we're only replacing one of the characters really. And we could just go and say let's say we want to make sure that it's B instead of C's, we could do position 6 because that's where the C is. We could change the number of characters to 1, and we could just put the new text as B. And as you can see, it's now added it in. If I was to say add another few characters in the new text, so I'm just going to put 00, we can see it adds the 00s in. So your new text does not have to be the same length as the text that you are replacing. So even though we're replacing one character, but we're putting 3 new characters in here. So it's kind of how you may use the replace function in Word or in PowerPoint or even in Excel. That whatever you put in the first field for your finds and what you're replacing with may be of different lengths. So you may put, for example, find knight, and you might replace it with king. They're not necessarily the same length. Stay tuned for more Excel Essentials.